I found these little baby booties that I made about a year ago, and I thought I'd make a little video for you. They are so adorable, and if you look, this is a Super Saver yarn, and it's a shaded yarn. It's like a heather, and so these are called heather baby socks, and they're so adorable that I actually made 3 pair because they were so cute. And I made 3 pair in just one day, and you're going to love how quick and easy these are. Hang on, we're going to get started in a minute. Okay, I'm going to work straight from the pattern. This should help you to learn how to read patterns. If you'll go to my website, CrochetKim.com, and then you can read along, and you can make these socks without the pattern. So the first thing you're going to do is make a slip knot on your hook, and the pattern indicates to leave a 9-inch tail. That's what that means. It's longer than normal. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to seam the rib around the top of the sock with that piece. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the ribbed cuff. So leaving a strand of about 9 inches, chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that probably seems like a long chain for the ribbed cuff, but check this out. It's folded over. Okay, so that's why it looks so long. So we have 10 chains. We're going to skip the first chain and single crochet in each across, which means we're going to end up with 9 single crochet. So 1 and 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Now we're going to chain 1 to go to the next row, and we are going to be working in back loop only single crochet. Back loop only is what produces the rib look. So we're going to do back loop only. When a pattern says back loop only, it is the loop furthest away from you. There are 2 up there in the top, and that's where you usually stitch, but to do back loop, furthest loop away from you. This one is the one closest to you. This one is the one furthest away from you. And that's what produces the stretchy little ribbing. Now there are other techniques to do a stretchy ribbing, but for this pattern I just chose single crochet because it was the easiest one. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Now I do prefer to work the last stitch under both loops. If I don't, it will get a little loopy there and it will throw off my tension. There will be a little hole there that I don't like. So the last stitch I work into both when I'm doing one loop only, whether it's front loop, back loop, it doesn't matter. I still do that last one under both, just for stability. It's the preferred look. It does have a little hole there when I don't do that. So I'm just going to work in back loop only single crochet to make this ribbing. I'm going to work all the way across, and then we've got the last one here, work under both, and single crochet in back loops, chain 1 at the beginning, and it looks like you're going to need 16 rows. Now the way to count these rows, here you can see the first one right down here, and this is the second one. This is the back here, the back of the stitch, and this is 3. So you just go back and forth and back and forth, and I'll show you how to do that once I've got 16 rows created. I'll come back with 16 rows. Alright, I have finished 16 rows, and so let's go and count them. This is the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, you see the ribs? There's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to start working on the side here of this piece. Chain 1. Now the pattern says for you to go ahead and take a needle and sew this up right here, and I don't have a needle handy right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and work and pretend like I've already done that, and then I'm going to do that at the end. Alright, so we're going to start the heel. Chain 1, 2 single crochet inside of first row. See, this is the first row, and we're going to do 2 single crochet there. 1 and 2. Single crochet in the sides of next 3 rows. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and then we're going to turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yes, row 1 has 5 single crochet, so we are right on target. We're going to do row 2, chain 1, and single crochet in each of the 5. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Now row 3 of the heel, chain 1 and turn. Then we're going to do a single crochet 2 together. So that's insert your hook in 1, then insert your hook in the other, pull through 3, a single crochet in next, and single crochet decrease here. Single crochet 2 together, that's a decrease, pull through 3. Okay, that leaves us with 3 single crochets here. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to start the sock portion. Do not fasten off here. We've just completed the heel. See, here's the ribbed cuff at the top, and then we've just completed the heel here, the heel of the foot right there. Alright, now we're starting the sock. See how this moves along so quickly? I'm going to chain 1. Now here's the heel, here's the cuff, here's the heel worked out this way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work along these rows, then along these rows. So chain 1 and single crochet inside of 3 rows here. So let's do 1, so that's going to be 3 stitches right there. 1 and 2 and 3. When I work into the sides of the rows, I like to try to get at least under 2 loops. If you just insert under just 1 loop hanging out here, then it's going to be a hole there. So I like to go under 2. So I've done 3 along the sides. Now we're going to do 12 in the remaining rows here. So we've already worked into this one right here. So there's 12 remaining. 1 and 2. Whoops, boy, that really got away from me. 2 and 3. 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and 12. Now, pretending that this, I actually prefer to be able to work with this without it being seamed because it just makes it easier for me. So just pull the first and the last rows together of the ribbing and pretend that you've already seamed them. And see, you're already at the front part of the heel here. So you're going to work up this part of the heel. So 3 stitches on the heel. This is the other side. See, we've already done this side. And now we're going to do this side. 1 and 2 and 3. Now see, this is going to make it even easier. We've now brought those 2 together and it's going to be easier to seam it now. Okay, so you're just going to take this strand here and you're going to seam right up that edge there. So we've done 3, and again we are still on round 1. What do we do next? Single crochet in 3 single crochet at bottom of heel. So 1 and 2 and 3, and that makes a total of 21 single crochet. Slip stitch to that first one that you did, and there you have 21 single crochet for round 1. Now round 2, chain 1, single crochet in the 3 single crochet here. 1. See, the pattern is completely specific, exact numbers here. That's why the pattern is so easy. I've done all the math for you and it has exact numbers for you. Now a single crochet 2 together. 1 and 2, pull through 3. Now single crochet in 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single crochet 2 together, right here and right here. Pull through all 3. Single crochet in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're right back up to the beginning. So we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet right here. Where are you, little guy? There you are. Slip stitch, and that's round 2. Now round 3, chain 1, single crochet in 2, so 1 and 2. Now if it helps, go ahead and put a stitch marker at the first one of each round, just so you know where the first single crochet is, so you know that you're finished with that round. Now single crochet 2 together, 1 loop and 2, pull through 3, single crochet in 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, single crochet 2 together, 1 loop and 2 loops, and pull through 3, and then single crochet in 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and now slip stitch to the first one, and we've already finished round 3. And you see how that is starting to take shape. See how the corner, this is the top and this is the heel right here, and it's starting to take shape already. Now round 4 is just a single crochet around and slip stitch to the first one. So chain 1, and there are 17 single crochet at this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See how easy this is? This is so easy. You can do this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Slip stitch to the first one, and now that is round 4. You're going to do round 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got 5 more to do. Round 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, let me just count that again. Round 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 6 more rounds to do of 17. Okay, 17 single crochet for 6 more rounds, and then we'll come back. Now here I am all finished with round 10, and we have 1 more round to go. Now that's what I mean by this really super quick and easy little booty, little sock, and it was so fast. Can you hardly believe we're already at the very last few stitches for this project. So we're gonna, this is round 11, chain 1, start off by doing a single crochet in the first one, and then the single crochet 2 together. Now what the pattern says is, in brackets it says single crochet 2 together, 2 last 2 single crochet. So what we're going to do is those 2 stitches, single crochet 2 together, So a single crochet, then a decrease, single crochet, decrease. And we're going to keep doing that around until we get to the last 2 single crochet. Okay? So single crochet and then the decrease. All the way to the last 2. There's the decrease. Okay, now single crochet and then the decrease. And single crochet. I can hardly believe that this is already so close to being finished. The only thing that we're going to have left to do is just seam it up. So the decrease and then a single crochet and then a decrease. And let's take a look. We only have 2 left. So what does the pattern say? To the last 2 single crochet. Now we're going to do a single crochet together, 2 together in the last 2. Okay, and then slip stitch to the first. There we go. And now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to leave a little bit because we're going to use this for seaming. So I'm going to leave just a little bit extra, more than I would normally. And pull that up. Now, when I come back, we're going to seam both of the top and the toe. All right? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the toe first. So let's see, turn its sock inside out. Okay, can you even see that? That's really close. All right, we're going to turn the sock inside out. Let's find that strand. There it is. I'm going to put that on the needle. I have never done this 3 feet away from my face. So let's see. There. Oh, I did it. Cool. All right, now what you want to do is you want to take a look at your sock. And you just want to eyeball it just to make sure that when you're sewing it together, it's the way it's supposed to be. And it looks pretty flat to me. So all you have to do to seam this is, I like to go through, again, 2 strands. I don't want things to be loopy. And see, they're hiding from me in there. There we go. Alright. I can't say that I've ever done this on camera before. And you just want some loose stitches here because you're going to cinch it together. Which means just tighten it to where you want it to be. Okay, we're just gonna pull that together. All right, now you've already got your needle here. So what I want you to do is just go ahead and weave in your stitches while you've got your needle. Why not? You don't need to mess around and wait for that. See how easy and quick that was? I'm literally doing this right on camera. You can do this. This is so easy. Except for I almost dropped the yarn. That wouldn't have been nice. I would have had to do it again on camera and I wouldn't have been so perfect next time. Alright, when you're weaving in ends, make sure that you're not make sure that you're not sewing the sock, the top of the sock to the bottom. That would be not correct. You don't want that. Make sure that I like to do at least 3 times, and I like to kind of split the yarns and really get into the stitches, but you don't want to buckle your fabric because you will buckle your fabric. And let me get this scissor and just snip that right off and kind of pull on it so that the yarn, it doesn't even show. Alright, so now we have finished that little sock, and let's turn it back. Now I like to do, when I sew ribbing together, I like to look and sew it because I want it to look as much. I'm going to do this again on camera. I'm going to be graded for this later, I bet. Let's see, let's get that in there. And I almost didn't have it. I did it, yay! Alright, here we go. Now, the thing you want to achieve when you, I'm usually really particular about this, I want these stitches to be on top of these stitches. So what I want to do here is stitch them down like that. So what I'm going to do, let's see if I can, see right now they're on, I need to stitch them like that. And so what I do is just insert your hook into the top one, and then instead of going into the top of that and just doing it top to bottom like that, I like to dig in there. And I know this is personal preference, I know, but I really like it to look like there's no seam. I want it to, I want all of them to look. Where did you go? There you are. I don't know, can you see that? I don't want it to look like there's a seam there. I want it to look like it's ribbing even where there's a seam. So when I draw it together like that, see there? So what I'm doing is I'm actually going under the stitch itself. See there? This is the top. I'm not going into the top. I'm going into the stitch itself. Like the side of it. See how I draw it up together? I'm trying to get as close as I can and still be able to work. So in the side, it's like the two front vertical bars maybe on each side, but the one that I want on the top is first. Does that make sense? And it doesn't have to be perfect, especially because you're working. And see, there's a hole there. I'm just going to go ahead and just close up that hole at the same time. See, isn't that brilliant? Okay, that is completely seamed. Now we just got to weave in the ends. That's all I've got to do now. So just dig in there. Dig around. Try to get anywhere you can. Okay? Pull that through. I hope that this helps you. Now, I don't even have enough room. I don't have enough to make 3 passes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle without the yarn. Now this is going to be tricky for me on camera. Are you ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready. Okay, let's go ahead. And I'm just going to dig in there where I want the yarn to go. Okay, that's where I want it to go. Okay, are we ready? I can't believe I'm doing this on camera, you guys. Okay. That in there. Can I get it? Did I get it? Is it all in there? I think it is. Okay, now just pull that through. We did it! Yay! Okay. Whew. Alright, so I didn't have enough yarn to do 3 passes. But I did have enough yarn to do 2, and it's in there pretty good. All right, now I've got this little socky, and you can now turn the cuff. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Now we know why I did 3 pairs of them in one sitting. And there you have it. That's as easy as it gets. You can do this.